Welcome back to another episode on The Golden Drive. This is your first time watching. My name is Elvis, and we are at the SEMA Show 2023. This is the Toyota Tread Pass, and that is a glorious Ford Merkur. How do you say it? Merkur?
Merkur. Merkur. Some people go Merkur.
And it's Merkur, whatever you want.
America?
It's not really Ford. It's his own mark.
Oh,
so it was bought over by Ford North
like
America.
Mercury?
Yeah, it was like a
They
Mercury.
actually sold them in like Mercury Lincoln dealerships.
They were their own mark. So.
Yeah, but we are going to be checking out this car because it is amazing. It caught my eye once I got into this booth, and it stands out so much. So we're going to be talking to the geniuses that built this thing out. So with that said, let's get started.
Jesse Henke and Jordan Henke.
Awesome. And what do we have here?
It's an 87 Merkur XR4Ti. That's what it started life as anyway.
Merkur. So did they sell that in the States?
It was sold in North America, US and Canada. In the UK it was a Sierra.
Okay.
So they're all the same car, but slight differences, yes.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, I know that's a Ford, but that's pretty much the only thing I know about this. And so, like, I can see some Cosworth wing-ishness behind there, but just walk us through the whole build.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
This is a long story.
I know, yeah, because actually, first of all, how long did it take you guys to build this?
It's about 3.5 years we've been building it.
On and off, on and off.
On and off.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a steady state thing because it's my car and I'm a poor car builder, so I can only build it on my own salary. But no.
Yeah, makes sense.
I've known the car since I was 15, 16 years old. It was actually my best friend's car in high school. Went right up through college, and his aspiration was to build it like the original RS clone. So we took it a little bit further. We went to the RS and what would the RS look like now, and that's how we built the car. So.
That is amazing.
What we tried to do is kind of maintain the heritage of the vehicle.
Okay.
We wanted to maintain the 80s look and the 80s feel to it, hence like the muted color and then the bright orange on the car. We tried to keep the Recaro seats in it, so we have modern seats out of a Focus, and then we found vintage Recaro fabric. We redid the interior in it, and then we rewrapped the whole interior in leather. But it's all original dash, original door panels, original package tray, back seats. The only major interior component changed in the car is the front seats.
So, like, talk to us about this body kit, this fender flare situation.
Okay, so what happened with the car is RS 500 inspired. So we went and looked at the UK cars that were built. They had RS 500s and they had Cosworths, and they all had a different body kit than the Merkurs did. They had a separate headlight panel, more smooth out bumper. The bumper was tucked into the car. The back bumper was tucked into the car, and then they had this really ridiculous wing on the back. So we wanted to kind of build on that heritage, so we 3D imaged the entire car and then had a designer come up with a way that we could modernize the car. We went back and forth on a couple designs, but we ended up making the car 4 inches wider than it is stock. So we achieved that through the wider flares, the rocker panel moldings, and then blended it all right back into the back bumper of the car.
Pretty awesome.
So there isn't a thing on this car that hasn't been modified. We took the original struts out of the vehicle. They got SN95 Mustang struts from QA1.
Yeah.
And then my brother engineered C6 Corvette knuckles into it.
What engine is in this then?
So what the car used to be was a 2.3 liter iron inline 4. We've put a Ford Eco Beast 2.3 in it. So there's an Eco Boost, which came in the Mustangs 2014 to 18. We were working with Ford on this vehicle, and they said, how about we do this to it? So they went around and did a short block with us and put the Eco Beast motor in it. So that was upgraded camshafts, pistons, rods, bigger throttle body, and a bigger turbo.
Oh my God.
So you're like 475 to 500 horsepower.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I feel like horsepower gets tossed around these days like it's like, 1,000 and all of that. But in something like this, how much does this thing weigh?
Right around about 2,600 pounds.
Yeah, so that's that amount of power in this.
And the front bumper's half of it. Like,
so like, what is the front, like, is this all fiberglass then?
Yes.
Or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We created a mold.
Okay.
We've created molds for the entire body kit, except for the rear arches, which are plastic printed. But the front end is all fiberglass, and then the lower splitter is foam core with fiberglass on top. And then the headlights are original Euro RS500 headlights.
Oh, wow. This is awesome. And so what did you guys... What were you guys responsible for?
What do we do?
Everything. Okay.
I said, Jordan and Kevin, I want this car built to car.
Were you the one that built that Celica?
It is our Celica, yes.
Yes,
It's
I
my car,
remember
but we
that.
built that.
Shoot.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You guys did most of the fabrication.
Jordan
then?
is the engineer behind everything, so he built from everything from the front suspension to he worked on the rear suspension as well.
We've got a couple other guys. We have a couple other guys at the shop that did a lot of the panel fitting and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of guys involved in it. We're just the one showcasing it. So then now it's got, that's like Jesse said, it's got SN95 struts up front with a C5 Corvette knuckles. So now we've got 14-inch brakes all the way around on the car, so we can fit the big wheels on it. And we had to completely re-engineer the front suspension to fit that engine in it, because otherwise we'd have no oil pan. So we had to work around the oil pan, and it's actually got a Ford Ranger oil pan on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how we got that engine in there, because otherwise the pan was too deep and it would never fit with the original rack and pinion steering. So, so we re-engineered it, fixed some of the steering geometry in the car, and yeah, it's labor of love, man. There's lots of stuff going on.
So you modified the original subframe. You didn't put in like a Corvette suspension?
No, we built the subframe for it.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
We had,
wow.
We had 3D scanned the original front suspension, took all those pickup points, and then basically engineered it so that the engine would fit with the oil pan inside it.
That's pretty awesome.
We did the same thing with the rear suspension. So it has an independent rear suspension out of a 2018 Mustang. So it's an 8.8, and then it has half shafts from a Mustang, and the outside is C5, C6 Corvette. So
it is just beautiful. And who decided what colors are these?
It's Ford Area 51 blue.
Oh, okay.
So we wanted something that was like subtle, monotone, and then we had like the 80s idea to put in the neon orange.
Yes. Oh, the orange looks so good. It looks amazing.
We also wanted to keep the Ford colors. I mean, it is a factory Ford color from the new Broncos, so we want to keep it in the family as much as possible. So that's where the color came from.
Gosh, it is awesome. Like the attention to detail and everything. Like you guys shaved the engine bay. That must have also been a lot of work too. Oh my God, those motor mounts. So I'm guessing you guys did a bunch of like 3D stuff, scanning.
Yeah, we scanned the motor mount.
Yeah.
So the motor mount, the plate on the frame is fit to, I can't even remember the aftermarket motor mount company for a Ford, because these motor mounts originally had a cushion in them, so that they were electronic cushions.
Okay. I
we got rid of that, and I can't remember who makes those motor mounts, but we made the polyurethane mount work off the front suspension, and that's how the original motor mount did work. It kind of came off in both. So all that holds the suspension in all at once.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool that you didn't also go for solid mounts too.
Yeah, exactly.
You actually went for some.
The motor shakes enough because with the oil pan change, we had to take the balance shafts out of the motor. So this thing shakes
did it lose any volume? Or no, with the oil pan
the new
change?
pan's got a little bit smaller volume.
Oh, okay.
So we got to be careful about that. Make sure we're putting the right amount of oil in it.
Yeah, and like who did all the like custom interior work for you guys?
Our buddy Vlad Nizik of Nizik Design up in Canada with us. He actually did all the interior work. So it's the actual Focus RS seats.
Oh,
and then we just recovered them in the blue leather. So
that
just
is
keeping
beautiful.
everything with that blue color, because back in the 80s you think monotone colors in the interior. So you think of the red, you think of the blue. So that's what we're keeping with as well. Then we used a vintage Recaro fabric throughout pretty much throughout the entire interior, and then a leather covered dash.
I love the vintage look. The way everything just flows so well together. It's just amazing, and like even things like the
Haver steering wheel that it fits so perfectly with the orange stripe too. A little bit off, but everything just works so well.
And it's the little things, like you have like the orange on this, the orange on that, the orange on the shift knob, like we
got seat pulls in the back,
amazing.
And then a little touches here and there. But yeah, there's a lot of thought process behind everything we do, and we hope it shows through. That's the biggest thing.
It really does. And like, talk to us about that wing over there. So was that taken off of just Cosworth, or no? Was it modified in any way?
RS500 wing.
Okay.
It's actually basically a copy of that, but we did a lot of work to make it fit properly and just sit on the car right. There's actually another wing that's supposed to be on here on the RS500 cars,
wow.
but it just looked off
Too
place
extra,
kind of
too
thing. It was
much
too
wing.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a big thing, and these are Ford Sapphire taillights.
Oh,
So they're a little bit different. So they kind of give us, the original ones have like this weird angle in them.
Yes.
And they just look goofy. So that was a big thing,
Yeah.
as well as the SHO. The Ford Taurus SHO was a big car in the 80s
Yep.
and early 90s, and they used a imprint in the back bumper. So we wanted to give it a little shout out to that and give it that kind of a little bit of Ford's feel to it.
Yeah.
With just some imprint in the back.
It's so cool. I also realized you guys are from Canada too.
We are from
Canada.
Yeah,
we're in BC. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, this is beautiful.
that's the license plate.
Oh my gosh. And like, who did all the paintwork for you?
We did in-house.
Amazing. And so you guys have your own shop, or is this just a passion project? Or is this a customer project?
I own JH Restorations with my brother. My father and I started it with my brother when we were younger, and then we just built a hell of a crew.
We have 12 people in total that work there, and pretty much everyone in that shop has touched this car and have done
so
something amazing on this car to help us out.
That is cool. So did it drive in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That is amazing.
Yes, it is a fully finished car.
So when did you guys finish it? Like, when did you put the final?
Well, it left Wednesday, so Wednesday.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. I love this
Thank
thing.
you. This turbo makes a lot of turbo flutter noises. Even just starting up, it's like the blow-off valve's going off. For some reason, I'm not too sure why.
Yeah.
But it does go off, and it just makes this kind of nice rumble too with the exhaust. So
Yeah.
it's a nice
so
mix.
awesome. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for showing
Thanks,
me
Elvis.
this
Appreciate it, buddy.
awesome car. And I'm gonna steal this color for another project.
For sure.
It's pretty nice. I like it. It's
Yeah.
like understated, but also like the orange touches too. It just mixes so well with everything and makes it a very cohesive build.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Good luck with the color. It looks. It's hard to make it all look the same.
Yeah.
That's one thing we learned. It
really?
changes a lot in the color.
The wing, and you look at the hatch, it's the same color, but
Yes.
it looks slightly different.
Yeah.
This is a really
the way the
weird
light
color.
hits it, probably.
Yeah,
and-
it's so crazy. It is a weird color. But it looks great.
Yeah, it's amazing. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Golden Drive YouTube channel. And if you want to see more content from the SEMA show, give this video a like. We will see you guys later. Bye.